Ich träume und die Welt erzittert.
Yes! Yes!
Hey guys, Clone Guy here, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. This is for you newer players, or you players who are, trying to learn or struggling at tier 10, struggling anywhere, just starting the game. It's a new series. I don't know what to call it yet. Maybe what should I grind, what should I do, but this is to help you get better at the game. I'm going to go through a list of tanks that are perfect for the newer players or players trying to learn that I think you should get, which will teach you certain things about the game. People ask me, Clone, all the time in the comments, you can read, what tank, in live streaming, what tank should I get first? They go T110E5, they go IS-7, they go Death Star, they go Action X, and I say, none of those. Don't strive to get a 10 just yet. Stay at the low tiers for a little while. Play your tier 5s, play your tier 6s, your 7s. Don't worry about the 8s, 9s, and 10s until later. And the first tank I think you should strive to get in this game is the KV-1. It is a perfect tank to teach you so much about this game. You can angle with it. You can side scrape with it. You can use your rear with it. It's got a gun that teaches you how to trade. Enough penetration to deal with most tanks at its tier. And yeah, it's fairly mobile. It teaches you good habits. Like I said, side scraping and so on and so forth. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, when you get this tank, you're going to have to grind it, of course. And the gun I want you to use, the package I want you to do is KV-11. This is the one you should use. Do not use KV-9. This one's tempting. It has a derp gun. But I say no. Stay away from derp guns. Do not touch derp guns, ever. Alright? They don't teach you. You can play them later once you know the game. But for now, they don't teach you anything. They don't teach the enemy anything. You just point and shoot. That's about it. Doesn't matter where you hit, you're going to do damage. And that's lazy. That will not teach you anything. And then if you're on the receiving end and you get one-shotted by one of these, once again, you've learned nothing. Then you also have this gun, which is also a pretty good gun, but once again, it's got low alpha, but not higher penetration, but it's got lower alpha, but a faster rate of fire, so better DPM. I again say don't use this gun because this gun right here is the better one. It will teach you to trade. It will teach you to trade. This gun, you're exposed more to do more damage. This one, while you reload, you can pull back and hide. And so that's what I recommend. So you put that gun on once you finally get it. And then as for supplies, this is what my loadout. You carry a ton of ammunition. Don't be afraid to use a ton of HE. Because, once again, if you're just starting out, you probably don't have a premium account. You probably can't afford many premium rounds. And speaking of premium rounds, normally you have to pay gold for them. That's what people think. But you do not have to load. You do not have to pay gold to use gold rounds. All you have to do is press Y or triangle on your controller, and boom, it switches to currency, switches to credits, which they're expensive, so I'm only taking 4. And if you're fighting things that are held down, you just can't pen, you're like, I can't afford to shoot the premium rounds, go ahead and shoot the HE. Otherwise, AP is your best bet. Most of the time, in almost every situation, AP shells are the best round to use. And then go with a small repair kit, small first aid, and if you have enough credits, you can throw on an automatic fire extinguisher. But once again, press Y and it'll switch to currency credits. And as you can see, it's going to cost me 20,000. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with the manual fire extinguisher. Boom. Now, once you get enough credits, another thing I would recommend you do is you throw on a binocular telescope and a toolbox. These are free to take off. I can sell them at any time for exactly what I bought them for. So these are not, you're not going to lose money for using these, and you can sell them at any time. And then eventually, when you have enough credits, and if you think you're going to keep the tank, then you can throw on a medium caliber gun rammer. And then once you get a decent enough crew, a crew with 6 cents, get that first. And brothers in arms. You don't have to get that next. And repairs. Repairs, I would say, is the second thing you should get on a heavy tank. Once you get 6 cents in repairs, you can probably sell your toolbox and throw enhanced gun lane drive on. But until then, keep the toolbox. The toolbox is going to be your friend for a very, very long time, and that's what you should keep. And one more thing we can mention before we jump into the game is, if you're feeling adventurous, the T-150 plays exactly like the KV-1, just one tier higher. Its armor literally goes up with the tier, its gun goes up with the tier, its mobility goes up with the tier, its health goes up with the tier. Everything about this is KV-1, but at tier 6. But once again, once you get it, you're going to have to grind for the gun again, which I'm going to once again say you should get the top package, the 107. This gun is fantastic, and this is the one you should use. But anyway, let's jump into some gameplay, and then we'll jump into some live gameplay, shall we? For you newer players, I'd recommend you use the large minimap, and to do that, just go to your options, and then go to game, and all the way at the bottom is toggle minimap, and it will toggle this big minimap. This one is really useful when you're just starting out and you don't know the maps very well. Just look at it. Where's your team going? Initially, I had wanted to go down the 1-2 line, but I changed my mind, and I'm still sitting in my base because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. And that's going to happen a lot. Alright? Right now we are mid-tier. There are tier 6s on both teams. There are tier 5s and tier 4s on both teams. So, that is right there allowing me to make a decision what I want to do. And I've decided I want to support this medium tank to help kill this Absolution. The Absolution is one of those tanks which will not teach you how to play the game. That was given out to pretty much everyone in December, and you play it, and it teaches you nothing. In fact, it gives you bad habits. It's the easiest tank you could possibly play in this game. It will win for you just because you have a controller, a functioning controller, and all you have to do is smash your face against your controller and automatically win. It's a lazy tank. I don't think you should ever play it because it's like I said, it's lazy. And this guy is a complete muppet, knows no idea how to play it, and we're going for his tracks. We keep shooting at his tracks. Every time we shoot, we aim for his tracks. Ready? And go for his tracks again. But this time we set him on fire. And that's what we're just trying to do. We're just trying to immobilize him, keep him still. Go for his tracks again. The shell goes high into his rear, that's fine. But now he's a one-shot, so we're just going to aim central mass and finish him off. And he goes down. One kill at a time. And now we've noticed, right now, oh wait, our base is getting capped out. So now we're going to go that way and try to protect the base. Unfortunately, however, though, the tank is slow and the enemy team all jump on it at the same time, and we're not going to be able to get back in time, and we also get tracked. T-150, there we go, taking some shots on the side. As you can see, the armor is bouncing because we're angling towards all of them. We get tracked, we fix it, but we're just not fast enough, and we hit the guy, but unfortunately it was just a split second too late, and they do kept the base, and we lose. But did we make money? That's the big question. When you're just starting out, you're free to play. You know, that's what you want. Did you make money? Yes, we made 19,000 credits without a premium account. Yes, there was an op going on for plus 25% credits on top of that. So we probably would have made like 12,000 with this, but that's still a profit made. And the KV-1 is fantastic at that. Next, we find ourselves on Rogue Harbor, aka, what was this used to be called? What was it? Port. And we're formulating a plan. Once again, we're at the mid-tier, and we've decided, alright, I want to go to the right side, and that's what we're going to do. We're staring at that minimap, staring at where my team is going. I'm pinging where I want to go. This is where I want my team to go. And so, I'm just going that way. There's a captured KV-1. Alright, captured KV-1, let's do this. We're going to go this way together. And that's what we're going to do. Find a buddy. That's my recommendation. If you're playing this game, find a buddy. Find someone to platoon with. Or if you're not a platoon guy, avoid the American flag. If you're not a platoon guy, find somebody in game to just stick with in that game. And that's what we're going to do with this captured KV-1. He is our buddy. I'm taking the wider route on the road because I figured it's a little bit safer. He's taking the inside, but we're still going to get there relatively the same time. Now we have arrived, and right away there's a 5-4 already here. Another tank that's too easy to play and will teach you nothing about the game. Spamming his premium rounds. We go for his lower plate, and unfortunately we bounce off. And that's going to happen. I'm not going to load my premium rounds. That's something I would do nowadays if I see a 5-4 or an Absolution. I'm just going to shoot my premium rounds at them because I hate players who play them. I really do. They're lazy, boring, dumb, stupid tanks. Instead, I'm shooting my standard rounds, and I'm side-scraping. As you can see, I didn't angle enough, so he goes through my front plate. So now I'm going to angle a little bit more, and hopefully he'll bounce off this time if he chooses to poke out. But he's not going to poke out, and so eventually we're going to move on. These next few engagements are key, and I want you to really pay attention to them. We've decided to go to the left side, and we need to remember where this guy is, where he has shots on us, alright? We know he can shoot us, so we're going to put this train in the way so he cannot shoot us now. But I kind of want to see if I can get around, but this train is modeled pretty poorly. Can we get a shot on him? Maybe we'll shoot through that. No, we can't. But anyway, we've got this guy coming around the corner, so we're going to angle for him. He bounces off. We put a shell into him, and now watch. Ready? We're going to pull back, and we're going to side scrape. Side scrape, side scrape, side scrape. This tank will teach you how to do it, and you need to do it. Side scrape, side scrape, side scrape. He comes around the corner, and he bounces off. He does have the 17-pounder, and if you're wondering what that is a British gun, which has an insane amount of penetration, 171, and he bounces off. Now we've got this British Bulldog. Immediately we're going to pull away, and you're going to see the big map is kind of screwing with me, and I can't quite tell where everything is, where everyone is. It's kind of confusing, disorienting, and so I'm going to switch to the small map. I'm going to press and hold my back button at some point after we put a shell into this guy, and I'm going to press and hold my back button, and it gives me this map. And there we go. It's much easier to see. All right, I'm going to go around the corner, take the hit if I have to. He's not looking. Finish him off. British Bulldog is coming. The Panzer 5-4 is dead, so I'm going to drive underneath this bridge and just stay alive at this point as long as I can. I'm all by myself. My team has died. So now the best thing to do is to stay alive and just survive until your team shows up. And if you die, you die, but you got to try your best. And so that's what's going to happen here. I'm going to put a shell in that guy. Nice, it goes in, which is kind of cool. But this Reach is coming, and the Reach has a 122. He will probably penetrate me no matter what I do. But I'm staying alive just as long as I can. And by doing that, we're aiming up, and come on. We bounce off because it is a mercenary tank, and you can't pen them from the sides because they have more side armor than they have frontal armor. And we go down. However, we did enough for the lazy, boring, I have no clue how to play tanks to win the game, aka the Absolutions. We've got 2 of them, and look what they can do. They just drive around and shoot things. That's all you have to do in an Absolution. It's the most boring, lazy tank you could possibly ever play, and it will not teach you how to play this game. It will not. In fact, you will probably get worse at the game for playing them, and you're a terrible person for playing them just because you're lazy, and they're pretty much as bad as artillery. You play an Absolution because you're brain dead and can't figure out how to play the game, and so that tank will win for you. And so I just recommend you stay away from that tank if you're trying to learn. Once again, we make credits, 24,000 this time, because we did just enough to win the game. That's all we did, just enough to win the game. Would we have won if we didn't do what we did? Probably, because we had 2 Absolutions. But, you know, we did what we could. Now we are on Himmelsdorf, and we are at the bottom tier. And this next thing I'm going to tell you is the most important. One of the most important. When you're bottom tier and you're a heavy tank, find a top tier heavy tank, this AMX M445, and stay with him. Stay with him. Be his wingman. Where he goes, you go. Do you understand what I'm saying? He has decided he's going to go up the hill. I'm going to give him room, and I'm going to let him pass and follow him up the hill. And luckily, while I was playing this game, I noticed this. I noticed that there's no one going to the top of the hill except me and this guy. And so I'm showing it. I'm pinging it. Look here. Nobody's going this way except me and this heavy tank. Why are we going up here? Because why let our top tier heavy tank die without doing anything? If he does nothing this game and just straight up dies, we've lost a top tier heavy already, and we've probably lost the game. And I realized this, so I've decided, okay, I'm going to help him. Another thing, another point right here. Why die and do nothing? This M6 has caught me out, and he's going to put another shell into me. It's going to happen. Yes, he does. And if I continued to push up, he would have just shot me as I climbed, and I would have died for nothing. There is no reason to die for nothing. And then I'm not helping my M4. Granted, you're like, oh, but if you fall back, you're not helping your M4. Yes, I am. I am helping him because I am still alive. And I've pulled back, and now he's pulled back, and now I can start going back up. And so this was just a patience game. Why die if you don't have to? If there's no reason to die, don't die. Don't die. And so now this whole engagement I'm going to show you at triple speed, because it's just a brawl, and we're just sitting here. We're just that gun. We're just that gun, and that's all we do. Remember, side scrape, side scrape, side scrape. That's what I'm doing. Side scraping, nothing's there. Okay, we're gonna push around, continue. A lot of pushing and blocking, people getting in each other's ways. I've shot my own teammates 3 times now. This guy gets finished off. He gets set on fire. We try to drive around him. He pulls back into us. We put another shell into one of our teammates, and now we're loading our first premium rounds. We have 4 of them because we're going after the Minuteman. And I thought he'd be facing us, but he's not, so we don't need the premium rounds. And we're gonna go for his tracks. Ready? And get track. No, we set him on fire. He kept going forwards and backwards. He couldn't make a decision. Will we track him this time? Track. There we go. Now we track him. We don't need the premium rounds. And I'm going to notice that. I'm going to put one more shell on this guy, and then I'm going to switch back to my AP, which is better in most situations. And we're just going to hold him here. Put another shell into his tracks. Just keep him still. Now he's one hit, so we can finish him off. And we do so, and he dies. And, yeah. The AMX M4 and I have won the hill. We had a little bit of help from other people. But, in the end, he was my battle buddy, and he's the guy I stayed with. Here is the result of that game. As you can see, we make 24,000 again. Once again, we still have the same op going on. But you will have these ops too. We probably would have made about 16,000 without. And as you can see, the AMX M4 and I were both top on the leaderboard. We were just that extra cushion, that extra meat shield for him to allow him to do what he needed to do to win that game. And that is what happened. This final game, we're on Liberty Falls. And we are once again mid-tier. But you can pretty much call ourselves top tier. And once again, we're looking at the team composite and deciding where we want to go. We want to go to the right. 1-2 flank on this map. Never go bridge side, guys. On this map, never go bridge side. It's not such a big deal in the standard battles, but if you're playing ranked battles, for you people who are experienced players and you like playing ranked, never, ever go bridge. Please, please, please. The way I'm going is the way you want to go. Alright. And I know it's like, oh, that's a little bit ignorant, isn't it? No. No, 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 no. This is the way to go, and I need to make videos on that and let you guys know why. We shall speed this up as we drive. No reason to make you guys suffer through our slow speeds, agonizing speeds. But we have a shot on this Wolverine down here. May as well take the opportunity to shoot him, am I right? And he goes down. Simple as that. Now we've got a Panzer 5-4 down there. And he is looking, so we're kind of just sitting here waiting. And now that he's pulled back, we can make the play. A lot of players, I don't know why. Someone's looking at them and they still advance. They still charge. And you get shot for it. You lose damage. You die. You lose health. There's no reason to do that. We waited until he was preoccupied with someone else, no longer looking our way. And now we're pushing up. Because look at, now we have health. It's so very obvious. And yet people don't do it. And we're going to go to the left side because people are fighting him from the right. So we may as well fight him from the left. And that's what we're going to do. It's a 5-4, so he's going to be shooting premium rounds, of course. We put a shell into him. And he's going to return the favor. Yes, he is. He puts a shell into us, but not before it's too late. And he dies. He goes down, and we are alive. We hide from artillery. And now I'm just going to fast forward the rest of this game. Because we've won this flank. Actually, I'm not going to, because I have another point I need to make. Now you have a choice. You've won your flank. Do you continue to push your flank towards the base, or do you go back and defend your base? That is a big decision at this point in the game. We're going to help kill these guys, and then we're going to make that decision. And I'm going to tell you what went through my mind and why I decided it. In this kind of matchmaking, you're kind of more like the knight or the rook. You're not so much the queen. The queen would probably be the OI on our team because he's a top-tier heavy tank. But right now, we are still a very valuable part of this game, and we have to decide where we want to go. And I've decided my team will hold them off long enough on the bridge for me to push around this way and flank them. And so that is what I'm going to do. And we're going to finish off this T1 heavy and then just fast forward the rest of the game. He goes down. Aim up another shot at that guy. We miss. And now we're just going to drive. Drive towards the enemy. That's all we can do right now. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. But then we're going to have another decision. Continue straight or go left. And I decided we're going to go left. And another decision, which I'm going to make, is what's left. An OI and a bunch of light tanks, lightly armored tanks. Let's load an HE shell. And as soon as we do, boom. There's the artillery, and we one-shot him. We have loaded the HE because we're not going to really do any damage to the OI, I figured. So, may as well load the HE and shoot at his tracks. And then everyone else we can pen with HE. And so that's what we've done. I don't want to shoot my premium rounds. I'm trying to make money, trying to make XP. And when you're a free-to-play player, credits are the biggest thing in this game that you need. And so the less you have to shoot your premium rounds, the better. The more damage you can do, the more you win, the better. Winning gets you XP, winning gets you credits. And now we've won, and we didn't have to shoot any premium rounds. And because of this, we make 33,000 credits. 33,000 credits, guys. We do have, like I said, an op. We probably would have made about 24,000 without that op. But once again, that's still a profit. This is the last engagement I really wanted to show you guys before we jump into the live games. And it's this one right here. And It's real fast. We're going to die real fast. But there was an M6 I went with, and now he's behind me. He's kind of fallen back. So I've decided to hold this position as long as I can for him. And that's what's going to happen. But we're just getting ready. The absolution there. There we go. This guy comes back. And here it is. Ready? We are sitting here, not side scraping. And because of that, he shoots us. So now we've decided to side scrape. It's really simple. Ta-da! And he bounces off. Side scrape, side scrape, side scrape. Side scrape, side scrape, side scrape. And yeah, now we're gonna die. It's time. They're coming. My team has abandoned me. I had an M6. If he was still with me, this might have been doable. But we're gonna get our armor around, put a shell into this guy, hopefully bounce the smooth man. Yes, he bounces off of us. Can we get another shell off? Oh, that guy poked back out. We're gonna try to get a shot into him and kill him. Now we're not able to. We should have just kept that gun turning and put another shell in the Ripper. But instead, we go down. Now, this KV-85 I wanted to show real quick because he teaches us a valuable lesson. He's got like a 15-second reload and he just fired. 15 seconds until he reloads. If you're reloading and people are pointing their guns at you, hide. But that's not what he's doing. He's sitting here waiting. He's like, I'm going to reload. I'm just going to sit here and reload, sit here and reload, sit here and reload. Finally, he reloads and he dies. If you are reloading and you cannot shoot anyone, pull back. All he needs to do is pull back, reload, put a shell in that guy, and then he might have been able to get one more shot off after that and killed that M4 who was charging him. But instead, he did not. Now, did we make money that game? The answer to your question is yes, we did. This time without any boosts going on, we still would have made almost 12,000 credits without a premium account. Comarin. There we go. Now, some of you may be asking, why don't you equip the derp gun on the KV-1? Or how about the KV-2? Should we get the KV-2? No. No, no, no. No derp guns.
Nuggets!
You understand me? No derp guns. They teach you nothing about the game. You learn nothing. They teach you bad habits. They teach you can just point and shoot at any part of the tank. They one-shot low tiers so that they don't learn, they don't fix their mistakes, they just die and then have to move on to the next game instead of like, oh, I can get shot here, I should pull back and find a different position. No, no, no. No derp guns. They don't teach anything. They're bad for the game. There should be no derp guns in this game. None. Maybe the higher tiers are fine, because at that point you should be smarter, but yeah, no Japanese heavies. Do not play Japanese heavies. They don't teach you anything either. Those are dumb armor. That's dumb armor. It requires no skill. You just point your armor to the front and da. Yeah, use your derp gun. Da. There is no skill involved with playing those. Don't equip your derp guns unless you're experienced, because like I said, they don't teach you anything. I have the derp gun on my Wolverine just for fun and just because I know what I'm doing. But if you load a derp gun and you're a new player, it's going to teach you to just point and shoot. Don't use derp guns. Trust me. Do not use derp guns. Do not use OIs. No, no, no. KV-1 is a perfect tank to start with. T-150 is also pretty good. You can use that too. But, no Japanese heavy tanks. No, none. Don't do it. I don't care what you've been told. See that guy? Derp gun. None of that. None of that. Don't be that guy. Matilda. Don't be this guy. His gun is gnarly though. He can pen me pretty easily. But he's fired. I was gonna side scrape him. Artillery is also really pleasant in this game. I was gonna side scrape him, but I changed my mind. The reason being, he fired. I knew I could poke out and shoot him. And so that's what we did. If Artie shoots you in a position also, then don't sit there. They're aiming at you. Go somewhere else. Now he can't shoot me here. And so I'm going to wait for this guy to come fight me. And I will kill him. I will kill him. Hopefully. That's the plan. That Artie's right there, so he can still almost shoot me. We're just going to keep this guy spotted. There's no reason for me right now to get shot at. We can just keep this guy spotted with our proxy. And he will keep getting pelted. And we're going to finish this guy off. He comes around the corner. No, we're not. No, we're not. We suck. And we don't kill him. Alright. Now, we know where Artie is, and I don't think he'll have shots on me if I go around the other side. So that's what we're going to do right now. All we're doing is trying to make money, trying to make XP, trying to learn the game, figure it out. That side wasn't working. Artie was shooting at us. Why would I poke around if I know someone can shoot me? Why would I poke around in that same spot again? That makes no sense. This guy is looking. He's got a cupola. Cupolas are almost always weak spots. If you're not sure, shoot a cupola. Simple as that. And he goes down. The Japanese heavies and a lot of the time the cupolas are not the weak spots. Once again, Japanese heavies teach people nothing. They teach you to shoot your premium rounds. That's all they teach. No, 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 no. No Japanese heavy tanks. Alright? None of them. Don't do it. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. Maybe later in the game you can touch them, have some fun, troll around. But, no. If you're trying to learn the game, no. Don't. This guy's... The way he's behaving makes me think he might be spotted. Okay, there we go. Him getting shot would, clarifies that. We missed. We should have hit that guy. We should have hit that guy. Instead, we're gonna have to shoot this guy again. But we should be able to finish him off here. Yes, get him off this guy, because he was about to reload and start clipping that guy. So now he's down. This guy's gonna get hit by Artie, and I do not want to join him in that endeavor. So we're gonna move on. Let Artie aim where he's aiming, and start shooting these guys. Finish him off. We missed. This guy's a more valuable target. He doesn't have a shot on us, though. So we'll go back to this guy. Miss him again. There we go. Now he goes down. He had just fired, so I wasn't afraid to sit there for a little while. Artie shouldn't one-shot me, so I might be willing to just sit here, even though I'm pretty sure he's aiming. Because, you know, we're going to get some damage off, hopefully. Yeah, he was aiming. Get some damage off right here. And get some more money. And some XP. That's all you need to do right now. He's going to be loaded any minute now. And dying does not help you in the money-making abilities. So we're going to pull back, load an HE shell, and get ready to hopefully knock this guy out of the game. There he is. So we saw him fire. We're not going to get there first, so what we're going to try to do is get high enough so we can shoot him. Get the angle on him. I don't think we're going to be able to. That's a high ridge. But he's done anyway, because that M6 should kill him in, maybe 1 or 2 shots. There he is. Yeah, no shot. M6 has plenty of health. Yeah, he's going down. You're going down, boy. And he's dead. Not too shabby. That's a good game. No Top Gun. We missed a couple shots, like the kill on the OI. Oh, well. Whoops. Wait, you can still shoot when in the victory? Oh, well. Is that going to charge me? It might. But that's a win. That's a win. A win is a win. How much money did we make? 21,000 without any boosters. No boosters whatsoever. See, we made credits. We just played sensibly. We got shot from one position, so we moved on. We went to another position. Then we helped our team. We helped the Churchill. We were his support. Then once we won our middle flank, we moved on and we helped the other flank. We helped where we could. That's what we did, and we won the game. We made 21,000 credits, which is fantastic. Yeah, M6 had a good game, but, you know, we had a great game. Yeah, he did more damage, yes, but we were the lower tier, right? Not too shabby. Artillery is always artillery. Artillery also will teach you nothing. Stay away from artillery when you're just starting the game. Stay away from Japanese heavy tanks when you're just starting the game. And stay away from derp guns. Those are the 3 things I recommend you stay away from when you first start the game. Learn the game for what it is. And even if you're you haven't just started the game, but you're still trying to learn, stay away from those things. They will not teach you. Alright? They will not teach you. The absolution will not teach you. See this thing? It will not teach you anything. This guy sits there and blocks 5 out of 7 shells that hit his tank. It doesn't teach you anything. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you go check out Spaceman and GotADingy's YouTube's links in the description below. And next time, I don't know when the next video will be on this series, we will talk about another tank. Another heavy tank, which I recommend you go pick up. And it will teach you a lot of things. It is higher. It is a tier 7. And I will spoil it. It is a T-29. In next video, I will explain to you why. And do the same thing we did here. Until then, this is Clone Guy. Take care, guys. And peace out.